Continuing my discussion for the Nexus One phone, which is filthy, so this, by the way, is in my book. If you read an Android book from me, it's like how to use your sleeve to clean off the phone. This thing still works. This is Android version, I don't know, I'd have to look it up. Android version 2.34. Which I don't know if you can see that or not. Android version 2.34. So this is one of the earlier versions of Android on the Nexus One, the first Google phone. You'll notice a lot of interesting things that are different between this phone and the phone you currently have if it's an Android phone. First of all, you had these buttons here, which I called the soft buttons. These carry out most of the functions that you can do now with swipes or actions on a modern Android phone. These include going back, doing the menu or context menu, pop-up, toast, whatever they call it, home, and search. So these were all buttons that were, well, let me give you something prettier to look at. These were all buttons that performed certain specific actions within the interface here. So it still had multiple screens, so you could set up things on multiple screens. You notice on this one the battery is terribly low because it's an older phone and the battery is not holding anything. Can it actually connect to a network? Well, this is a 3G phone, and the 3G network has been retired pretty much across the world. It might still work somewhere just because, but officially 3G has been retired, which means if you had one of these older phones and you found a SIM card that was compatible, you might be able to get on. Probably not, though. The most interesting thing about this device and a lot of the early Android devices is this guy here. This is a thumb ball. And it controlled kind of a cursor or a pointer on the screen, not really a mouse pointer. It also, you could press it to click things. So if I wanted to highlight, I have to look at it here. So I wanted to highlight, say, the camera app, which is highlighted now, and I push this button, it should open the camera app, which of course is showing the back of my hand. Ooh, spacey. Anyway, the cool thing about this, the physical button or the input button, is if you code Android, if you write programs for Android, the API still has this thing, an interface for some kind of input device on the phone, which is historic. But if you're a nerd and you code Android, you can still find the code, the hooks to go ahead and go into that. So that's the end of the Nexus One and my little review. And I'll probably look at other phones in the future because this stuff is cool.